Hi, my name is Naomi O'Brien. I'm a mom and I've been a teacher for over 10 years. And in those 10 years, I have been an effective reading teacher in the classroom. I've always been able to get my students to make 2 to 3 years of reading growth, whether they were a new reader or a struggling reader that I had to help catch up. I want to help you today with this training that's how to teach your kid how to read without stress or tears, and we're going to do it in 5 easy steps. I want to show you how simple it can be to teach your child how to read at home. Step 1 is learning your A through Z letters and sounds. Step 2 is putting those sounds together. Step 3 is learning more sounds. Step 4 is learning how to read sight words quickly. And step 5 is moving from words to sentences. Over the course of these videos, hopefully you'll come to see that teaching your kid how to read doesn't have to be hard or stressful or end with you being angry and frustrated or your kid being upset and crying in the corner. When we follow what the experts say, up to 95% of our students can learn how to read. Reading doesn't come natural to our kids. If you just read to your kid every day, that's great, but it isn't going to teach them how to read. No more than sitting in your garage is going to turn you into a car. Just being around books isn't going to transform your kid into a reader. When we follow what the experts say, up to 95% of students can become skilled and successful readers. We have to follow the research, and I'm going to show you how. Step 1, learn your A through Z letters and sounds. Whether it's through videos, books, or puzzles or flashcards, get something that's going to hold your kid's attention best, you know your child best, and practice, practice, practice. And parents, don't think that you have to sit your child down for a 30-minute or even 20-minute session and just drill and kill these lessons. Think about the age of your child. That's about how many minutes you've got them for. So make every minute count. Like I have my 4-year-old, I have about 4 minutes a day where I can really sit there and say, hey, let's go over these sounds, buddy, or let's do this little quick activity. Don't push it. We don't want it to be an experience where they're frustrated, they're trying to run away from you. Always make it a game, make it as interactive and fun as possible. If you don't have time or money for fancy videos or flashcards, you can just use paper or anything you have lying around the house. Make your own alphabet flashcards, capital and lowercase letters, and practice the letter names and sounds with your students. Now, there are some people that disagree on whether it should be names first and then sounds, or sounds and names together. I'm telling you that the experts agree we should introduce the letter name with the sound at the same time. So that's what I do. I've done it with 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. I've done it with whole kindergarten classes, first grade classes, and second grade classes. They know the name of the letters, they can match it to the sounds, and their learning just takes off. When I'm teaching my students about letters and sounds, I like to do it in different waves. All letters are not created equally. Some letters are easier for students to learn than others, just by the nature of how they're set up. Like the letter S makes you say the S sound, so students usually remember that. T makes you say the T sound, so students remember that. Whereas something like Y says what when you say the name, so students will sometimes get confused with Y and W for a while. That's completely normal. What you're going to do is, whether you have your index cards that you drew, your flashcards, your videos, really emphasize the letters that you want them to focus on the most, or even quiz them on those letters. Pause the video and say, what's that letter? What sound does it make? Get your puzzle. Just get the pieces that are in the first focus here. What's this letter? What sound does it make? Understand that you might have to do a lot of modeling too. When they don't know the sound, don't get frustrated. It's okay. They're having to learn 26 new symbols and 26 new sounds and names. It's okay if it takes them a little bit to recall that sound. Just keep practicing, make it fun, make it a game. If you're trying to do all 26 at once, maybe try to do 13 and 13. If that's still too much, break it up even more. You could do 3 letters a week that you're focusing on, where you're constantly playing games. The thing is that you have to be consistent. You can't bust out the flashcards one day a week and then wonder a month later why they still haven't learned the alphabet. Also, knowing how to sing the ABC song is not knowing the alphabet. They have to actually know all of the letter names and sounds, whether it's in order or not. So don't forget to switch up those flashcards, switch up the order in which you're asking them questions, and differentiate between the capital and lowercase letters. They should be able to know that the capital A is A, but also so is the lowercase letter. Keep it fun, keep it short, go slow to go fast. Understand that this is a process and it's going to build over time. When they learn a few letter sounds, that's fantastic. And it's going to be your sign to keep going. They're capable of attaching a sound to a letter It's your reminder that, okay, it's a process. It's going to take some time. So this is all you have to do for step 1. Get your kids to learn A through Z. Also, make sure you're saying the sounds properly. Don't add an to the end of your sounds. And what I mean by that is b, g, k, t. A lot of learning videos will make those sounds. If you find my YouTube channel, Read Like a Rockstar, on YouTube, I have videos where I'm pronouncing the sounds properly. Be very, very careful. Some of the most popular videos say the sounds wrong, especially the letter R. A lot of those videos will say and the letter R does not say If you were trying to sound out the word rat, would you say at, or would you say at, rat? So make sure you're saying the letter R properly, and make sure you're not adding an to any of those sounds. I'll be back with step 2 in the next video.